Dear students, class 10th, Assalamu alaikum. Our today's lecture includes the text or the exercises of your class 10 book, Unit 1, Simplicity and Humility of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The lecture that was sent to you before was about the reading and translation of this lesson. Now today we are going to start with its question answers and all the exercises that are present in it. In the comprehension part, and later on the other grammar exercises which are a part of the lesson. The first and foremost thing that we are going to start is answer the following questions. The first question is, what is meant by simplicity and humility? Now they are asking for a meaning of these two words, simplicity and humility. You have to answer your question with the same technique I've told you previously. You start with reference to the context. This question has been taken from the lesson Simplicity and Humility of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. After that, you write heading of explanation and then you start. Simplicity is the state or quality of being simple and plain. Simplicity is the state or quality of being simple and plain. There is no greatness where there is no simplicity. It is the essence of real happiness. Humility is the quality of being humble. It means to offer ourselves to benefit others, not to use others to benefit ourselves. Humility is used to talk about a lack of ego. It was pride that changed angels into devils. It is humility that makes men as angels. Simplicity and humility are the two greatest virtues of life and the key for one to be successful and genuinely loved and respected by people of all ages. Now we come to the next question, which is describe in a few sentences the lifestyle of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in the light of the text you have read. Same technique, you write reference, then you start with explanation. Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was very simple and humble in his lifestyle. Despite having a huge following, he Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was humble to the core and never posed himself as being superior to his companions or any other mankind. He Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam lived in a simple house and ate simple food. He Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam wore coarse clothes. He forbade people from standing up in his presence or from kneeling down to a person of significant following, kneeling down to him in respect. Despite being a prophet and a person of significant following, he Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam never used his influence to live a life of ease. He lived a life not of affluence but of simplicity and humility. Moreover, he milked his goat, helped out with the chores in his house, repaired his shoes and clothes himself. Hazrat Anas Raziyallah Ta'ala Anha reported that the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, I am Allah's servant. I eat like a servant and sit like a servant. Then is question 3. How can simplicity and humility do away with the culture of extravagance and waste? Same technique, reference, after that explanation. The culture of extravagance and waste can be eradicated, finished, abolished, eradicated by adopting the sunnah of simplicity and humility. Islam teaches us not to be extravagant but to be frugal in spending wealth. Waste of money and extravagance, waste of money and extraordinary display of wealth results in many difficulties and problems. Simplicity and humility helped to get rid of mental unrest and economic chaos. Economic chaos means that when you start spending a lot of money and your income is not a lot, then you get mental disturbances, unrest. And once you spend within your means, you're always peaceful. Next is question number 4. Read the last paragraph of the lesson, Simplicity and Humility of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam with comprehension and write down the main idea and supporting details of the paragraph. Now it says, The main idea of the last paragraph of the lesson is that we should adopt the sunnah of simplicity and humility, which is the source of true happiness. True happiness is always comes through simplicity and humility. By this, we can also improve our lifestyle and eradicate ostentation and many other social evils. Be humble and never think that you are better than anyone else, because for dust you are dust, and to dust you shall return. Be humble and never think that you are better than anyone else, because for dust you are, and to dust you will return. Next is question 5. How did Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam treat his foster sister, unki razai bhai behan? The answer will again come with reference and an explanation. Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam treated his foster sister as he sallallahu alaihi wasallam treated his wet nurse. He would stand up to receive his foster sister and spread his own sheet for her whenever she came to visit him. Now we are done with the question answers and we'll move on to the exercises. Choose the correct option for the following statements. The mattress on which Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam slept was made of leather, stuffed with the fiber of date tree. This shows that he led a simple life. Correct option is B, led a simple life. The word that is opposite in meaning to affluent is poor. Correct option is D. Number 3, according to the text, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Hazrat Fatima raziyallahu ta'ala anha greeted each other in the same way. Correct option is A. Number 4, the word closest in the meaning to impoverished is without money. Option A, without money. Next is number 5, according to the text of the lesson, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to milk his goat. That shows that the correct option is C. Humility was essential part of the Rasul's character. Next is vocabulary. Use dictionaries to locate guide words, locate entry word, choose appropriate word definition, identify pronunciation through pronunciation key. Now the first word is prominent, next is slaughter, humility, humbleness, dignitary, foster. The first thing is meanings. Prominent, significant, उर्दू में आप इसे कहेंगे मुमताज़. फिर है slaughter, to kill, कुर्बानी. Humility, modesty, खाकसारी. Humbleness, not proud, मेहरबानी और इनकसारी. Dignitary, high ranking, मुअज़्ज़िज़. Foster, bringing up, रज़ाई बहन या भाई होना. अब हम इनका एक्सप्लेनेशन देखेंगे. Prominent का मीनिंग है distinguished और important, और इससे जो वर्ड्स बनते हैं वो प्रोमिनेंस या प्रोमिनेंटली. स्लॉटर, किलिंग ऑफ एनिमल्स. स्लॉटर हाउस है, स्लॉटर करना, किसी को ज़बह करना, और एंड दिस इज़ बेसिकली फॉर एनिमल्स. नेक्स्ट इज़ ह्यूमिलिटी, अ मॉडेस्ट पर्सन. ह्यूमिलिएट और ह्यूमिलिएशन इज़ इज़्ज़त ले लेना. नेक्स्ट इज़ नंबर 4, अ पर्सन ऑफ लो ओपिनियन. हम्बलनेस, आप अपने आप को बड़ा ना समझें, नॉट प्राउड, हम्बल होना. नंबर 5 इज़ डिग्निटरी, means high ranking person. Number 6 is foster, taking care of a child. Next question is write a unified paragraph on topic sentence pride makes us artificial and humility makes us real by using specific words, vivid verbs, modifiers and adequate supporting details to develop the main idea. I'll just read it through, but this will be a separate lecture for all the long questions of the text. Pride is a kind of feeling which makes a person think beyond his limitations. It makes a person bad. One gets delusional and tries to maintain the desired grace, which in fact is not there at all. You start making up your image as somebody really big, which you are not in reality. In pride, all the thoughts, styles, habits and behaviors become artificial, and man does everything in an unreal and artificial manner for face saving. When humility, on the other hand, makes a person able to see things as they are, the reality approach becomes realistic. It makes a person believe that all humans are interdependent, and he realizes that other fellow beings are more important than him. You finish self and you start living for others. Write a brief summary of the lesson, simplicity and humility of Hazrat Muhammad separate YouTube lectures of summaries. Then is create a group presentation on how we can adopt the sunnah of simplicity and humility. Present your points clearly and support your opinion with reasons. This we can do in class. In physical class, it is better because students are present over there. But this is all the upbringing and the points that you have been taught, the rules of life and the sunnah that we have to follow, because our holy prophet was a walking, talking Quran. He did whatever is written in the Quran, and that is why it is known as sunnah, that whatever he did was sunnah. Next is page number 8. Choose the correct option for each sentence. First is success is an example of abstract noun. You cannot touch success. Number 2, sugar is an example of uncountable noun. You cannot count sugar. Honey is an example of uncountable noun. You cannot count honey. You can only count honey bottles. Bravery is an example of abstract noun. You cannot touch bravery. Tables is an example of countable noun. You can touch tables, feel them, and you can count them. Next is B part. Write the correct plural of the nouns in parentheses. These persons are protesting against the president. The women over there want to meet the manager. My children hate eating pasta. The students are doing the exercise right now. The fish I bought is in the fridge. The fishes I bought are in the fridge if it is plural, not is. Where did you put the knives which were on the shelves? Pianos are expensive. The phenomena. Now phenomenon is singular. Phenomena is plural. The phenomena are not fully understood. Next is some nouns change meaning in the plural form. For example, arms. Arm is a part of a body and arms are weapons. Use both the singular and plural nouns below in sentences to show difference in meaning. The first is goods. The sentence is going to be, he is a good boy, but he carries the office goods or the shop goods in a very clumsy way. Her English is very good. Police recovered the stolen goods. Next word is wood or woods. He chopped some wood for the fire. He lost his way in the woods. Next is spectacle or spectacles. Now this spectacle is a beautiful sight, and these spectacles are the glasses that you wear, your eyesight or your sunglasses. The sunrise is a tremendous spectacle. She wore a pair of spectacles. Next is character or characters. Students should have good character. The characters of the novel were diverse. Manners. He runs his business in a profitable manner. It is bad manners to stare at people. Forces. The police force was active after the blast. And forces is the armed forces of our country are capable to handle any foreign threat. Next is page number 9. Identify the noun phrase in the following sentences. Noun phrase is a phrase which contains a noun and where the noun is being explained further. First sentence is, he wished to talk to his manager. Whose manager? His manager. This is the noun and it is further being explained by to his manager. The wicked man, now this is a noun but it is in a phrasal form, loves getting poor people into trouble. The poor man wanted to pay back every penny. Pennies are nouns but their every penny is phrase form. He owed. All the kids were sleeping. All the kids is the phrase. Horses prefer living in dark stables. In dark stables is the noun phrase. Complete each sentence with a properly formed noun clause. Jamal asked me where was his wallet. I couldn't tell him where I was. I don't know how many children he has. How close we are is not important. What she said was sad. Now I have completed the entire exercise of the lesson Unit 1 Simplicity and Humility of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I hope you've understood all the question answers and you have learned how to write the answers. These are simple. They are very interesting questions. They may be simple but their explanations are a little elaborate because now you are in class 10 and the answers should be a little elaborate. Choose the correct option has also been done with you. The vocabulary part, the grammar, everything Hopefully you have understood lesson and it has become easy for you. Kindly like and subscribe our channel and do encourage us. Thank you so much.